Welcome to Valentine's Day Special 2, Electric Boogaloo.
It's a Conspiracy is a proud member of the Alberta Podcast Network, powered by ATB. For a list of other fun programming, please check out the albertapodcastnetwork.com, where you can find shows like Don't Call Me a Guru.
Welcome back, everyone, to It's a Conspiracy. This is the podcast where we lay out the beliefs behind selected conspiracy theories, alternative accounts, legends, myths, and more. I'm your host, Andrew, and I do not claim to be an expert on anything we're going to discuss today, and will probably be wrong about everything as usual because I'm overcome with love in my heart, and I just don't know what to do with myself. This here is our Valentine's Day Special 2, Electric Boogaloo, and we're recording live at the Commodore Restaurant on Jasper Ave and 107th Street in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and we are joined by chef extraordinaire Meagan Gee, who we're gonna get here out in a second. We're gonna get her out here in a second. If you'd like to see where we rounded up the sweet snuggles and kisses and hugs and love we're going to discuss today, then please check out the resources in the episode description. Charlie lovingly spews that out in each episode, and you can show him you care by taking a peek. Now, of course, if you don't care about him at all,
just out of curiosity, are they supposed to let him know?
You can let him know. Just be like, Charlie, I looked and it was very nice. Just out of a gesture of kindness, a gesture of respect. Because if you don't care at all and you're indifferent to love, then go ahead and just keep listening without checking. Just ignore his efforts and continue on your merry, self-absorbed way, you monster.
Well, that escalated.
Yeah,
That was pretty intense.
See what I have to work with here?
Now, we are also a proud member of the Alberta Podcast Network, powered by ATB. Yay team.
Go team!
Yeah. And you can check us out online at our website, It's Conspiracy Podcast. You can find links to our Twitter, at Is It a Conspiracy? That's run by the Irish Madman. Our Facebook group, the Instagram, It's a Conspiracy Podcast. That's run by Gorgeous Greg.
Thank you.
Our emails and our Patreon page, patreon.com/It's a Conspiracy. Also joining the Palantines today is Charming Charlie, Gorgeous Greg, and Joyful Jason.
Hi.
Hey, pals.
These cinnamon hearts will interject as they see fit, and I'm glad to get to do this with them. This is a nice way, just a couple guys celebrating Valentine's Day together. Isn't that nice?
Classic.
Now, right then, Charlie, whether yes or no, can you tell me if you've heard of any of these three things?
Oh, I'm allowed to speak now?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, good. Thank you.
All right. Number one.
Yes.
Where do my feelings for you come from?
No.
Okay. Number two. 10 healthy and or unhealthy ways to maybe get over it or not.
Yeah, I've totally heard of that exact thing.
And number three...
There's only 10, eh?
There's only 10. Just 10. Number three is snack time.
Ooh.
Yep. I've heard of snack time.
This one, I am...
I've heard of good snack times. I've heard of bad snack times.
I'm so excited.
Wait, are these conspiracy theories or are these just concepts?
This is
I've heard
our-
of the concept of snack time.
This is a celebration of food. Because we talked about this before, but it's the idea of it doesn't have to be just theories.
Yes, I did.
There's always something
So
about
just-
food in a culture. So yeah, that's where we.
Brings people together.
It does bring people together. You break bread,
yes.
you break hearts.
You make babies.
Yeah,
Hang out
that's
at
right.
the diner.
We're gonna make babies later on. On Valentine's Day. Oh, sorry. This is subject number one.
Ding.
Where do my feelings for you come from? On Valentine's Day, we are bombarded with hearts. Food, pictures, clothes, everything. Hearts. The heart is a crucial part of the body, but two quick things. Number one, hearts don't look like that. And number two, hearts pump blood. They don't pump love. The love gets pumped from another part of your body. Okay? Now, like many of our customs,
Ask your parents.
we can go back to...
Well, wait a second. In order to maintain an erection...
I was about to say,
Just a second. We got to keep this PG. Now,
scientifically, I think you're wrong.
now, like many of our customs, we can go back to the olden golden days of the pagan Romans. They had a little rascal named Cupid who would shoot mortals through the heart with special love arrows. Pew, pew. Once this cursed archer from the days of yore pierced your heart, you'd be smitten with somebody. Now, this joke really doesn't work. That's right.
Somebody.
Yeah,
Somebody.
somebody. Yeah, but isn't that nice? Yeah. Now, however, as noted by the famous anatomist and author William Harvey,
Anatomist.
I've studied the heart and seen blood move through it. It has become clear that this is an organ and not a seat of emotion. Now, Professor Douglas Berger, that's a great name, from the University of Colorado.
Dr. Burger.
Dr. Berger, he pointed out a number of historical sources, including the Bible, that in fact refer to the liver as the source of desire, or they point to the bowels as the seat of compassion and romance. Now, someone who puts the fist in philosophist.
I thought you were going to go somewhere else there after the bowels comment.
Just a little Freudian slip there.
So Plato, he discussed the emotional currency of the liver, and he also referred to the tongue, lungs, spleen, and kidneys. And most of all, he referred to the womb as the actual organic seat of our carnal desires. Now, all that aside, at some point, the heart won out and became the innards symbol of our guts that mean the most. Perhaps this is because the simple phonetic sound of the word heart just kind of makes sense in a musical way. So this is what so imagine these gems with other gizzards thrown in. Okay, so the Backstreet Boys would be singing "Quit Playing Games with My Spleen." Celine Dion might sing "My Bowels Will Go On." And Stevie Nicks would say "Stop Dragging My Womb Around." Stop dragging my womb around. Yeah. And Neil Young would sing about his liver of gold.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Now, science, if you believe in science, says that our emotions are actually run by the limbic system in our brain. So our amygdala evaluates the emotional value of stimuli, and our hypothalamus lets us know how to respond to emotional stimuli. And then our organs take it from there. Blood is gushed to certain areas, and the magic starts. Isn't that neat? Aren't brains
Did you
real
have
neat?
to use the word gush?
Gush. Gushing.
Real gusher.
There was no other word.
So this Valentine's Day, if you're looking for accuracy, then you should let your partner know that your amygdala will objectively judge the emotional worth of the stimuli presented. The hypothalamus will determine reactions, and a variety of body parts will kick into gear and respond appropriately.
Wasn't that neat?
So that's where my feelings for you come from. So, Greg, what are we going to drink?
Hey, what are we drinking? What are we drinking?
We are drinking Scandal Organic Ale.
Scandal.
Scandal. Look at that can.
Scandal.
That's a great can.
Great can.
That's a great can.
This is very metal.
It looks like an XFL jersey. Which, just so you know, the XFL has just started this weekend. And
I just saw that today.
What?
I was
yeah.
like, wow, it's back again.
Go New York Guardians.
You guys want to have XFL watching parties?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll get into sports.
Anyway, using a gold medal winning recipe, Scandal Ale is certified by the Organic Crop Improvement Association, in quotation marks, OCIA.
Oh, OCIA.
And it is brewed with 100% organic roasted malt, 100% Hallertau hops, and PWB's signature pure spring water. What sets it apart from ordinary ales is the malty aroma tempered with a touch of caramel that adds sweetness. This amber ale, full of flavor and aroma, is a perfect complement to our customers' healthy lifestyle.
Oh, because it's organic, so it's healthy.
It's 5%, and it's a tall boy.
It's a tall boy.
Man, I was looking at this, and this Zeppelin song came on the radio, like at the liquor store, and I'm like, it's a sign. Look at that logo. Like, how can you not buy this? That is so metal.
I'm thinking more like Def Leppard.
Yeah.
It does look. It looks like 80s metal.
That's your heaviest metal?
That's right.
Andrew?
Yes.
Zepp?
Just an early Zepp, you know, on one of their acoustic cuts.
Going to California is the most metal song.
No, I just couldn't believe how metal this can is. Like,
So
it looks like
metal.
you're gonna cut your hand on that logo.
This episode of It's a Conspiracy is brought to you by Unit B Co-working. Unit B is a multi-company co-working space focused on helping people pursue their passions and making Edmonton its creative best.
Join a tight-knit group of freelancers, startups, and established organizations all dedicated to getting things done. Besides desks and offices, Unit B offers members access to its podcasting studio and meeting spaces, as well as a kitchen, Wi-Fi, and the usual amenities.
It's located in the historic McKenney building on 104th Street, close to everything downtown, including the Bay LRT station. Book a tour today at unitb.ca.
Subject number 2. Now, I'm just going to run through our panel of experts here. I'm going to start with Charlie. Okay, so here are 10 healthy and or unhealthy ways to maybe get over it or not.
For each of us?
No, just one per. Okay, so you tell me if this is healthy or unhealthy.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay, so you guys are experts in all things healthy and unhealthy.
You know me.
Okay, so here we go. Charlie.
Yes.
Healthy or unhealthy? After a breakup, you should post all of the lurid details on social media for friends, family, colleagues, and strangers to see.
Ding. Obviously, yes.
That sounds great.
Healthy.
Jason, number 2. This one, here we go. Is this healthy or unhealthy? You should get really drunk and have a quick rebound thing with whatever's available.
Ding.
Oh my! Wow.
Go.
Geez,
You're thinking too much.
weigh your options for like 3 hours, and then go just do whatever.
Oh, I think you
dock
got to
in
make a
3 hours.
split-second decision, Jay.
Right now, rebound. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Healthy.
I like that it said whatever and not like whoever, just whatever's available.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever comes crawling along.
Okay, Greg, this one's kind of pleasant and friendly. Healthy or unhealthy? You should clear out all of the memorabilia around your place that might trigger memories.
Ding. Throw it in a fire.
And burn it.
Healthy. The fire part, not the
No,
Sorry,
Charlie.
it's this metal beer.
Blood ale. Now, Charlie, do you think you should... Do you think you should have a night with friends and supportive dialogue?
Ding. Like right now?
Oh,
you
whoa,
mean I
whoa,
see.
whoa,
That sounds kind of lame. I think you got to go out there and have that
mean-
rebound first.
I feel like one turns into the sloppy drinking night, turns into the rebound night.
Yeah, okay,
yes?
no, fair enough.
So
All right.
yes,
Yes.
healthy. All healthy. This is all good.
Okay, Jay, healthy or unhealthy? You should accept all of the blame and stew on the mistakes that you made.
Ding.
Ooh.
When are the unhealthy ones
Do some.
come in?
Get drunk and then do
right?
your self-reflection there. I think
So this is part of that 3-day process that Charlie had mentioned.
That's
right.
the step 1 towards the rebound. Okay, Greg, should you get really drunk and send a hate-laced text that is also a booty call?
Ding.
Man, why do I have to answer the hard one?
That's
healthy.
Okay, Charlie, is this healthy or unhealthy? Should you beg for another chance repeatedly?
Ding. That's unhealthy. I'm going to take a stand on that one. All the rest just seems fun.
Okay, Jason, should you get sweet revenge, i.e. trying to start something up with your ex's younger sibling and or friend?
Ooh. I'm going to have to. That's a close one, so I might have to weigh on unhealthy just slightly. So.
Are we going to get the actual answers later? Or
I think these are pretty self-evident. Yeah, it's not up to me to decide. Okay, Charlie, where are we? Jason, Greg, here we go. Greg, should you recognize your worth, take time to let things heal without jumping into anything too quickly?
Ding.
Wait, sorry. Yeah, that's unhealthy for you.
Okay,
man.
all
You need
right.
to get right back in there.
Yeah, if you've had, if
you've had any
one partner
experience.
for many, many years, I mean, you've been dying to get it out there. So don't make any second guesses about your first opportunity.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you should just
No second guesses.
be open to opportunities. That's a kind of a healthy thing to look at it.
Okay.
Okay,
So far, we're pretty healthy. Yeah.
these are healthy. Yeah, like get revenge and send booty call
yeah,
text.
lovely.
Now you should get busy with the things that you know make you happy, indulge your self-interests, and surround yourselves with your loved ones. that
Wait,
nice?
is that a question or a statement?
Is that a healthy?
That sounds
one?
healthy.
That sounds healthy.
Yeah.
So that's going to take us to ad number 2.
Hey, it's Eric from Pop Cycle, the Pop Culture Connections podcast. On our show, we discuss just how incestuous pop culture really is, but in a really fun way. We take a chunk of culture, be it a movie, an actor, a song, a musician, or a book, and then by going as far away as possible, by way of 6 degrees of separation, we end up right back where we started. It's a lot of fun, so if you're so inclined, take a listen. We're also part of the Alberta Podcast Network, so you can find us via albertapodcastnetwork.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Now it's snack time. Hurrah! We have a couple dishes cooked with love and tenderness from our special guest, Meagan. Meagan is the chef extraordinaire here at the Commodore. And I love this place. This restaurant is amazing. I love it so much.
It's great.
It's a live music venue, and
Yep.
it's a,
Restaurant.
yeah.
Andrew?
It's so great. So I'm glad that you joined us now, because Jason just said some questionable things a few minutes ago.
Jason wouldn't do that.
That's okay. All right.
Yeah, so you are the chef here at the Commodore. It's this restaurant's been in your family for a long time.
Yeah, that's right. Since 1942.
1942.
Yeah, that's real. I guess it was here before then, and a Greek family owned it, and my grandparents bought it from them, and it wasn't actually running, I guess. It was just kind of sitting there, and yeah, my grandparents bought it, made it into this place. Hasn't really changed much.
This is amazing. Yeah.
Doesn't need
What do you
This
need to
place is
change?
perfect.
Yeah.
It is perfect. The aesthetic is and how do you fix anything in here? Really? Like you can't.
The local 5 and dime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I asked you earlier, but where does the name the Commodore come from?
It's just actually from the Greek family that owned it before, and it's kind of a mystery. We
They
don't
called it the Commodore?
Yeah, and my grandparents were just like, "That's fine. We'll keep it. Let's go with that."
This is fun. This is
Want to
fine.
pay for new letters?
Yeah. So I guess that's
That was the
kind of the
40s.
mysterious
Sure.
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
then
that's-
it was theirs, and then it was and then it was my parents, and now my mom's retired, and my dad and I are just here. So
Running the show.
yeah.
And your parents are so
Well,
nice.
I know what I'm
gotta
doing
throw
on my
that
days
out.
off.
It's so good.
Have you not been here before, Greg?
No.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, please
I've
come.
eaten almost everywhere in Edmonton, and I go by this place all the time on the bus. And I'm just like, man, how long has this restaurant actually been here?
Yeah, you should come by on the weekend. Sometimes
Weekend?
we have
Done.
guys
I'll be
like
here.
this playing music
Yeah, I'm
for
playing
you.
here. I'm playing here on Sunday.
Yeah,
He
there you go.
never plays any jewels, so I don't see
I
it.
don't do a lot of Jewel. No.
No foolish games. Come on.
I asked for one thing. And, I don't
You
think I'm
never
being,
know.
I'm
Anything
not being
can
selfish
happen.
about, I'm not being
Right?
selfish about it. Yeah.
Okay, well, we have here our snack time. I guess, should we try this and then talk about it after we have a chance to, like, dig into it?
Sure.
Okay, all right. You're ready.
So one thing is something I cook all the time, and one thing something I've never cooked before.
Can you tell which is which?
That is absolutely delicious. That is so good.
have a
I was
feeling I know what it
surprised.
is.
I was surprised myself with the first one there. Yeah.
So, Jay, we're going to eat this little guy here.
It's funny because I was like not sure about it, and then the more I read about it and the more I saw recipes, I was like, oh, very appealing.
Yeah,
But yeah, and astonishingly healthy.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
And full of love.
Yeah.
Is it bison steak?
You don't get to know yet. I have an idea, though.
I get 20 guesses.
Are we trying both or just the one for now?
Well, just the one. We'll
Just
come
the
back to
one
the
for
other
now.
guy. And, like, seasoned perfectly. Oh,
Yep, this is great.
Definitely gave me some ideas.
oh man. So good.
So one thing I really liked cooking before is tongue, because I wasn't expecting that to be good, and it was surprisingly amazing. I did it in a sandwich with like a spicy tomato sauce, and I forget what else. It was a long time ago at a Spanish restaurant I used to work at. But yeah, really cool. Apparently high in demand item, which I just thought was
Oh.
interesting, because I looked for it and couldn't find it. And the butcher told me it's very high in demand. It's very
Goes
trendy.
fast.
Trendy right now, yeah. So
It's a super underrated product, in my
right?
opinion.
Yeah.
Well, this is great, but this is
Cool.
not tongue, though, right?
It is not. No,
is
that
not
was just
tongue.
a little tidbit from me.
Do you have any guesses as what it is, Jay?
You just ate or the one we're about to eat?
The one we just had.
The one that we just had.
Oh, I don't know. Sirloin bison? I don't know. Elk steak? I don't know.
Okay.
What could it be?
Charlie, do you have a guess what it is?
Is it hard?
Ding, ding, ding.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I never got that.
So, I'm sorry, man. I
No, that's cool. Yeah,
what was I going to do? Guess wrong?
Yeah.
We
You're on-
knew
you're
that
on
you
point.
knew.
But wait.
Yeah.
What kind of heart? What animal?
My heart for you.
Ah.
Oh, isn't that nice?
That's dark.
Yeah, that is kind of dark. We just ate Greg's heart.
Quite dark. Took a turn for the worst.
Now a machine. I guess.
But like, I would not know. That felt like a thinly cut steak.
That was great.
Yeah, I
And
wasn't
it was
expecting it.
yeah.
Perfectly. Yeah. But you can't overcook heart. Otherwise
animal,
it's just
Greg?
so chewy.
Is it hard to cook?
I would.
But
I would say it was either like beef or bison, but I would say it's beef.
yeah.
Boom,
Yeah,
nailed
beef
it.
heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely interesting. I was really shocked. I pretty much have cooked, I think, every other offal except heart, and I was just kind of like really pleasantly surprised.
So that was the new thing? You've never cooked
Yeah,
before?
new thing, and this is a old thing.
If you would have had beet salad on the side, you could have served us a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Wow. See, there's the
come on,
creativity
man.
that I'm
This is-
lacking. So together, I feel we're a
chef.
good team.
Just a little breakfast
Wow.
here and there. I'll keep popping.
Yeah. Wow.
So we were gonna do chicken hearts, and they're like so tiny, like they're just little
Yeah,
guys. It's
yeah.
adorable.
I've
They're
had them
just these
before as
little-
like popcorn
So
chicken
funny.
hearts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cute.
Yeah, they're great.
they're adorable. Like they just on like a skewer, but I guess
Yeah.
we couldn't. So we just. I'm curious as to how big this beef heart was, though.
Oh,
Like I'm
yeah,
imagining like a
so-
grapefruit.
Yeah, it was pretty much like, I don't know. You have to trim off. There's a lot of fat on it, which you can like render down and use for stuff. But I didn't. I just kind of like butchered it so that you just clean the silver skin and clean the weird, valves
Arteries
and stuff.
and valves.
Yeah, and just make it look somewhat like a steak, and then just treat it like steak. I just basically did what we do here for like a steak sandwich, and I just did like the Montreal, and I was just like, there you go.
Perfect.
That's what
it's
I
like-
was saying that it was like it was seared just like the steak sandwiches and like a bit of
Yeah,
was super
hilarious.
tasty.
You could totally you could put that on a steak sandwich and I don't think people would guess.
I was gonna say, okay, so have you seen the Korean movie Parasite?
I
I
have.
haven't seen it yet. I've heard about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you guys, okay.
They might
You
be
seen
winning
it?
Oscars
I'm
right now.
excited to
You
see
guys, okay, come on, come on here.
We're sorry.
No, it's really good. There's a dish in it they talk about, and it's called ramdan, and it's basically just a mixture of 2 different instant noodles, but they do seared steak and make it kind of fancy because it's like a really expensive cut of steak versus like a cheap instant noodle. So it's kind of it's a lot to do with like class.
The cheap and then
whatnot.
the rich
yeah,
at the
exactly.
same time.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
very
awesome.
interesting. And it's a really big trend. So lots of people are doing that. But I thought with the heart, you could totally just stick that in there instead,
Absolutely.
like because it's so
Absolutely,
good as like a steak.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I
Put that
just
in a
thought.
bun.
You could also
man.
do a steak sandwich with a heart and call it heart on a sleeve.
Oh,
Open face,
Guys.
boom, just
So
like
I guess
that.
we're opening up a heart restaurant.
Let's do it.
Sorry, Andrew, we're out of here.
So, yeah, no, you
Side
guys
project.
just have
Yeah.
your fun with your heart restaurant. That sounds good. All the best to you. Jason and I will start up a lung restaurant.
Call it heart on grill.
So the heart is, we talked about earlier, the heart's not where the emotions come from, but we have another example here of where the emotions might come from. We're not quite sure.
really? Okay, so this is liver and onions, which I thought was kind of funny. So I've seen a lot of younger people come on dates here as like it's a cute like diner date, And sometimes like young people will indulge in a liver and onions. I think it's because of the irony. It's like ironically cool. I don't know,
That
but
was because
they're.
of the iron.
I mean,
gonna say the
sorry.
That
I mean,
Loaded with
and-
iron. Yeah.
Wow, you guys.
That pun writes itself. Yeah.
so good, which is hilarious. So I just basically laugh every time young people order liver and onions because it's just like, what is it? There's a cult following for it though. Like definitely it's one of the highest selling items I have, and people are like, I can't get liver and onions anywhere, and
No,
it's just
you
very hilarious. So
And this is one of your highest selling items.
This is
Liver and
the
onions.
only time it's acceptable to have a
I
Guinness.
think it's hilarious. Like when you're at a diner.
Unless you're when you're eating liver and onions.
Yeah.
Unless you're actually in Dublin.
To have a Guinness.
Yeah.
Only goes with liver and onions.
This is
Oh,
the only
yes.
time that it's acceptable in
Really?
any other country except for Ireland, in my
Okay.
opinion.
Oh, in
Well,
your
unfortunately, we're not licensed, but that's a good idea. You could do a Guinness like the gravy. Guinness in the
gravy.
gravy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a reduction or
That
something.
would be good. So this actually menu item is on that menu that's on the wall. I believe it's from 1971, and it cost $1.15 for an entree. Yeah, which I was like, Dad, how much do people get paid back then? Like I just couldn't wrap my
Yeah.
mind around $1.15. You can't buy anything for $1. And this
Nothing.
dish I cook every day, I think now it's it's $12 or something. You get like a soup, and it comes with like mashed potato and kind of a whole work. So it's a good deal. Which I thought, $12 great. And then I looked at that recently, and I thought,
$1.50.
$1.15, not even 50.
Jeez,
15.
$15.
Yeah.
Damn.
And as well, they used to have, I guess, pork kidney as a
Ooh.
thing here
Yeah.
frequently, which people I think got over. They don't need that anymore.
There was that whole trichinosis thing going on back
Yeah.
in the day.
Oh yeah.
So we don't need that anymore, but I just thought that was interesting. So yeah, cute diner dates, classic diner dish, and weird organ meat.
Delicious.
Kind of hits all the notes.
Perfect. Perfect mesh.
Yeah.
Jay, what are your feelings on liver?
Oh yeah, my mother used to cook liver and onions for me when I was younger. So I've always associated as something only octogenarians or people would order
That's true.
at the
That's
restaurant.
true.
Yeah,
It's only on the 55 and older level.
Young people ordering it like, ooh, liver and onions.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
How exotic.
So
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it always from the same animal? Like liver that we're having is from, I'm assuming.
This was a beef. Sometimes they do get pork liver though, because sometimes they're out of beef and it's also available. But I think the beef actually, I read that it's the most nutrient dense one and it's the best for you. So I don't know if that's true, but it makes me feel better about eating it.
Totally.
Delicious.
Yeah. So
It is, yeah. And the like making like a pate. Oh, I love liver.
like 4 ounces is 4 times the amount of vitamin A that you need a day.
You just need an ounce.
So you kind of only need to eat it like once a week. You could like OD on liver.
You don't need to eat it every day.
No.
And if you drink a lot, eating liver also helps replenish your own liver, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
That's why they're just named the same thing,
I
right?
just made
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah.
I just assumed
No,
that was
that's
BS.
true. And eating
That
the
is a
heart
fact.
is supposed to be good for your heart.
And it fills up your
It's
heart
true,
with love.
yeah.
It makes your heart even stronger.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Science.
I used to have glasses and then I just ate eyes all the time, and now
Sounds
I
like a
just,
bunch of fooey.
8 eyes.
Now, actually, the funny thing here is that Charlie. So we talked about this before, and I don't mean to able shame you, but Charlie is smell blind.
I am smell blind.
Okay, so
Yes.
it's hilarious. So this smells amazing. Like coming out when she was
Rub it
making
in.
it. Did you guys notice? Like, were you guys like, oh, it smells kind of hearty and livery? Like,
No, we're still waiting for you to pull something horrible out of
I'm
your
amazed that
pocket.
was so good.
It's
Oh, I
true.
forgot to say the
delicious.
heart. I marinated it in balsamic vinegar for a day. Apparently, that does something. Like if you don't, I don't know because I haven't tried it doing without.
So good.
Right.
But yeah.
I mean, that was amazing. I thought it would be a little more like frightening, but that was delicious.
Same.
Yeah,
It's a delicacy.
it was.
Just like a steak, yeah.
Totally. I'm glad that we had a good snack time this season.
This
It's been
season
good.
has been
Yeah.
all about good snack times. Don't mess
Nice.
it up, Andrew.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Don't mess it up.
I'm really happy with this one, but I'm surprised at how good that is. That was amazing.
Did you think it was going to be gross?
I just wasn't.
Were you
sure
like,
what I
we're
did.
going to have heart?
I never had a cow's heart on a plate.
He was. He was like, don't
We're
tell
gonna
her
make
what
him
it
eat
is.
it.
Yeah.
It wasn't dipped in caramel, so it was okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
So my heart is full of love and joy like a basket of puppies. This was a special moment that will live on and prepare our limbic system to evaluate stimuli in the days ahead. Love and wonder in the tenderest part of our hearts, the subcockles.
You read that with so much feeling.
The subcockles.
You wrote it, and yet you read
yeah.
it so eloquently.
We really do appreciate you stopping by for a listen, and please feel free to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, spread the good word, and be a part of the Love In. You can check out all of our past episodes and social media stuff at it'saconspiracypodcast.com, and we'll be back with episode 11 on February 20.
February.
February. Thanks, Jason, for stopping by. Thank you, Megan, so much for having us and making this
you.
beautiful meal.
Yeah, it was delicious. Thank you.
There you go, Jason.
I can't wait to come.
Thank you. You've touched me in the subcockles.
Oh, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
Valentine's
VD Day. Treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel. But love me. Take my faithful heart. Tear it all apart. But love me. Oh, if you ever go, darling, I'll be oh so lonely. Oh, I'll be sad and blue, crying over you, dear only. Oh, I would beg and steal, oh, just to feel your heart, begging so close to mine. Oh, if you ever go, darling, I'll be oh so lonely. I'll be sad and blue, crying over you, dear only. Oh, yeah. Good enough.